We're live.
Are we really live, Ivan?
This is our first DIY detail live question and answer session.
I'm repping the DIY detail shirt.
So am I.
I've got a couple of microphones, none of which are connected to this computer.
Unfortunately not. We're having a slight technical issue, but we wanted to come to you nonetheless. So we don't have the fancy background. We don't have any of that. We're not in the garage. We're actually in the conference room. So
I'm chewing on food. I've been stress eating, trying to get this YouTube live up, but we got it live just before 7 p.m. on Thursday, September 22nd. It's good to be with you, Ivan.
Good to be with you.
It's great to be with everybody here. All one of you.
That's
It's been nice. What are some of the big questions you've been getting from people on Instagram, and Facebook, TikTok? What are people asking you about in terms of the DIY detail line?
Why?
Ooh, because you got to get to the why.
Yeah.
Simon Sinek has this saying, like, find your why.
Yeah.
I went to this carpet cleaning college thing for 5 days about building a successful carpet cleaning business.
Drive. Good evening.
What's going on, guys? And they said you can build $1 million business on adrenaline, but your why will sustain you through all of that.
Exactly.
So your why is a really important question. Ivan, I interrupted you, but find your why.
Yeah, exactly. And one of the reasons why we started this was simply to have fun. It's one of the things that a lot of people ignore in life is having fun. And Nick, I'm going to ask you a technical question.
Okay.
But can you make that bigger so we can actually read these things?
All right. Hello, Sylvie. Hello, Force Induction Drive. What's going on? How we doing? I'm going to get this bigger. I'm our IT team here.
There we
go. What's up, Ron? How are you, man? Hey, Ron, we were chatting on Facebook. You were saying what products you liked from the DIY detail line. If you wouldn't mind dropping those in the comments below, because we're going to sound like we're trying to tell you everything's great, and I want to hear from people in the real world who are using them.
Exactly. And Ron has been detailing for a long time. Ron is a semi-retired fireman, fire captain, whatever whatever your rank was or is, and he's still doing work with the fire department. So we'd like to thank you for your service, first of all.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Ron.
Yeah, and secondly, Ron is a spectacular detailing enthusiast and one of the administrators of our group, DIY Detail, on Facebook.
Yeah, there's all these different ecosystems online, but we have a DIY Detail Facebook group. It's got, nearly 50,000 members?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so detailing is, okay, everything you sent me, Ron says, the Rinseless wash, incredible suds, ceramic gloss, and quick beads. Ivan, what's your favorite of those?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Somewhere between quick beads and the Rinseless wash.
I think the first time you see quick beads work is when you're like, wait,
wow,
what just happened?
Yeah, exactly.
You just have a wet panel, water-activated ceramic, and boom, you're good. I talked to a friend recently about what he wanted out of life. He was having a tough time at work, and I said, well, what do you want, Caesar? And he's like, I want to have more fun. And it was so interesting because, I want to be happy. I want to make money. All these different answers people give is what about having more fun?
Yeah,
and detailing is fun. So I just want to say, confirm to you that is an amazing why.
And speaking of fun, we're having people asking questions. So David Ruggles, can't stay, but thank you for putting on this together, and I look forward to catching the recording. Question for you about the Rinseless: does it leave anything behind, or can it be used as panel prep? It could be used as panel prep. It doesn't leave anything behind. It's not leaving polymers and stuff like that. But nonetheless, you should really be using a panel prep. But if you need to, it can be used as panel prep.
We literally have a product called
panel prep.
Yeah. So ideally, that's going to get your paint as clean as possible before you apply the ceramic coating or ceramic gloss or any last step product, because the pores of the clear coat are going to be bare and be receptive, and there's going to be the most longevity with your last step product.
So Camaro 13, how much would you charge to put wax or glaze on a car with a dual action polisher?
That's a tough question.
Yeah, and basically on my detailing channel, so Detailers Business Academy, I have a video called How Much Should I Charge? And that will answer that question for you. But that is really an old school way of doing it. And
applying a wax with a pad and polish.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you probably have never even done that.
I did that a few times, and it was fun, actually. A 30-minute cure time, and then you wipe it off at the end, and tons of fillers. But there's just so much faster ways to do it now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, honestly, man, wax or glaze on a car, we have a bottle, and I'll just say it right now because it's not 2 years from now. At this time on our website, ceramic gloss is $14.99. And it's a spray-on wipe-off product with a ton of durability and pop.
Yeah,
I would rather do that than put a polisher to paint and spend all that time.
Yeah, it's going to take you less time to do. It's going to give you actually a better result, except for the filling part, and it's going to last longer than any wax.
Ron says, Quick Beads is great for topping ceramic coatings. And speaking of ceramic coatings, the beta sample you sent me, I've been using for headlight restorations.
Excellent.
That's awesome.
Yeah. We just ceramic coated my Fiat. So we pull a Fiat behind our bus, and we ceramic coated half the car. But we didn't do it in the traditional way. We did it in a checkerboard way. So I've got one fender that's ceramic coated. I have a door that isn't. I've got a rear quarter that's ceramic coated. I've got another one that isn't. The hood is a 50-50. The trunk is a 50-50. The bumper is a 50-50. But the panels down the side, they're mix and match. And we'll be doing a real big torture test on it. So,
do you hear me today? We were playing around on the Fiat, and I said, Ivan, I wish people could feel this, because I've never done this before. You know, literally half of the hood is coated, right?
Yeah.
You see it on YouTube, and I suppose that's what people are going to see. But I was wiping the panel, just kind of playing around, and one just drag. Then you hit halfway through the hood, and it's like, yeah.
Well, actually, we have a little TikTok video up. If you go to TikTok, like our channel. But anyways.
Yeah, DIY Detail on TikTok.
Yeah.
We're up and coming, I think. That's what I'm going to put.
Yeah. In other words, we have nobody following us. But
we're a couple of YouTube veterans. You know, we know how to make the long form content. I could talk forever, but
right.
Still trying to get with the kids, you know?
TikTok's a hard one. But anyways, we have a little TikTok video with 2 quarters on the hood of the Fiat, and we're going to get hate about you're scratching the paint and all that. It's my car. I don't care. But nonetheless.
Let's show the people. Can you guys help us get the quarter challenge trending? You keep talking on this.
So he's going to actually show you the TikTok video.
Oh, man. It's
Let's
doing so well. 76 views. Here we go.
These 2 quarters will tell you. Which side of this hood is ceramic coated? These 2 quarters will tell you.
Look at that, guys. So Ivan bravely sacrificed his hood. Hashtag the quarter challenge. Hashtag follow us on DIY Detail on TikTok.
And Ron, no, the horizontal didn't win. It's just the sweatshirts, and I'm feeling a little cold, so I put a sweatshirt on. It's horizontal as well, but I like the vertical.
It's a classy look. Model it. You know, you're our spokesmodel, Ivan.
There you go.
The DIY Detail. I love the horizontal. I went for a large instead of an XL today. I thought I would just, embrace
show off the pecs.
Yeah, the pecs or the man boobs. All right. Cormaro13 said, thank you. We'll check that video out. Just picked up a Torque X from Chemical Guys. Dude, that was the first polish I ever bought. So I'm with you, man. Honestly, we started this company, and I was sort of like reminding you, having started detailing 5-6 years ago, like what it was like to be new, and what it was like to there's so much marketing and there's so many products and brands. Like we are so, I think we're both like the heart of, you teach professionally detailing, but I don't know. I have the heart of a teacher, and I love teaching, and that's what I've done on YouTube for a long time. And so,
exactly.
Hey, man, so you got that polisher. Visceral reactions like, that was the same one I got when I first started. So I want to take advantage of making some extra money off customer before offering the ceramic LOL.
Right. Well, actually, you can use your polisher that you got. Great tool. It's going to make you a lot of money. It's a good investment that you made. What you can do with that polisher, instead of applying a wax, because there's a lot of better things you can do. You can do slight paint enhancements. Now, you may have never done polishing before. You may have never done compounding. Get yourself a nice little waffle pad, a fine finishing polish, or even an all-in-one polish. And
I'll be back. I'm going to find that sander for you.
And with that, you'll be able to make cars shine. You're not going to do paint corrections. And that's something that a lot of people get overboard with, trying to do the paint perfection and that great big paint correction and getting all the scratches out. Customers actually don't want that. Customers just want their cars to be shiny. They just want a nice, shiny, glossy car. Yeah, there's scratches in there. It's not that big a deal. So don't get taken aback by all the online people saying that if you're going to do paint correction, it has to be perfect and it has to be 100%. Don't worry about it. Do your thing. Do a light enhancement polish. You'll see your customers will love it. You can charge them $100, $150 for it. It'll take you half an hour, 45 minutes. They'll love it, and so will you.
Forced Induction Drive says, yeah, I'll follow you, but I'm not sure about duplicating the quarter challenge. Fair enough. I probably wouldn't do it either.
No.
So our signature colors, red and black. This is the new Milwaukee dual action It's got the big battery on it. It's really heavy, but it's a dual action polisher, and we've been cranking away. We've been doing some polishing, some testing. But this is a 5-inch pad, the gold standard. And the gold standard is the name of the polish, right?
And the pad.
And the
gold
pad.
standard. It's the
Yeah.
gold standard.
You didn't
system.
respond. So, yeah, it's a gold standard system. We're just waiting for...
the polish, we're waiting for labels.
Yeah, labels.
And we're waiting for pads. They're made by Lake Country Manufacturing. Great company. I've worked for them in the past. The only issue with Lake Country Manufacturing is they're a little slow in production. But once we get the ball rolling, it rolls.
All of our chemistry is uniquely formulated chemistry. None of it is, someone's blending it and changing a scent and sending it to us.
Yeah.
But when it comes to
and
pads,
all made in the USA.
Yeah, all made in the USA. When it comes to pads, it's a slightly different landscape, I guess.
Exactly.
Right? Like Lake Country makes awesome pads.
Right.
We worked with them to get these waffle pads made because they run cool, they fit with our system. But anyway, back to the simplicity of a $25 dual action sander to polish paint.
Right. It works just as well as a porta cable. It's easy to hold. And for the do-it-yourselfer at home, you don't need to go out and buy a $500 Milwaukee polisher.
But it's cordless.
It's cordless. Yes, it is. You can get a cordless one of these too.
How am I supposed to hold a sander, by the way? Is it like this?
Yeah, that's how
you were showing me
the
technique.
You can hold it like this. That's one way of holding it. But then your center of gravity is really high. And it's a little awkward to maneuver. If you hold it like this, first of all, it reduces the vibration in your hands. You're not squeezing it as tight. And you're guiding it this way. You're not having to maneuver it. You're just guiding it across the paint. And the less pressure you put on the paint, the better it is. Now, this
thing is because I hadn't messed around with this at all. And a lot of detailers are probably like, Milwaukee has a dual action polisher? Because, there's big names in the industry.
Yeah.
Another big name that has red on them is Flex. I know Flex, I know Rupes, I know Shine Made, I know Max Shine. I know other brands as well.
Well, Torx from Chemical Guys.
Guys. But I hadn't heard any professional detailers using Milwaukee before.
So Milwaukee used to be a big name in detailing. So
Really?
Back in the 70s and 80s, you had the Milwaukee Rotary that weighed a ton.
I know the Milwaukee Rotary.
Yeah. So, they haven't had dual action sanders before or dual action polishers.
Okay.
Yeah.
There it is. This is the B-roll while you talk.
Yeah. Okay. So, big battery. But Milwaukee was a big name in polishing 60s, 70s, 80s. So that they're coming back. And I actually have the Milwaukee battery powered Rotary. Great tool. Love it.
My initial reviews on this thing is it's really heavy.
Right.
I love having a cordless dual action polisher, and I just haven't used it enough to tell you like fully how I feel about it.
Yeah.
It's a heavy beast, and I'm still making up my mind.
Yeah. You'll need to try it on 4 or 5 cars and figure it out.
But I don't want to be people on YouTube who do reviews. It's like I like it when they say, I don't just use this one time and then do a review. They want to get their hands on it, try it, and so. If anyone out there has ever thought about or has purchased the Milwaukee dual action polisher with the battery, let me know. We've got the chargers too.
Yeah.
I love it that it matches our color scheme. I love it as cordless. I just don't know how I feel about it. And this is not sponsored by Milwaukee.
No. Actually, we're not sponsored by anyone but ourselves.
Fueled by passion. That's what this is all about, is passion.
And fun.
In the comments below, would you guys tell us like the first time you realize you love detailing cars? Because detailing cars is not cleaning. Cleaning your bathroom, cleaning your house. Like, yeah, you're cleaning, but like detailing cars is different.
Right.
So not the first car you detailed, but the first time you felt like, man, there's something about this that it's not just cleaning the kids' crap out of the car. This is pretty cool.
It's enhancing. It's making it better. It's not just cleaning it. You're actually improving it. And force induction, that one was a 15. We have the 21 as well. So Milwaukee has a Rotary, a 15, and a 21 that are available.
We talk about this like everybody knows what that is. What is a 15? What is a 21? 15 millimeter, 21 millimeter. I can be the spokesmodel for you if you want to explain what all that means.
There we go. So 15 means, a Rotary just turns like this. 15 millimeter oscillation means it actually goes side to side 15 millimeters as well. So it goes off center, or 21 millimeter goes off center. Like Camaro 13s, Torx, it's an 8mm off center. So the bigger the stroke, the faster the cut.
The stroke is the orbit.
The orbit, yeah, the
Okay.
oscillation.
And it tends to be more aggressive, is the
Yeah.
way I think about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
More aggressive, a little faster. Two-step aesthetics. Thoughts on APC pre-wash versus, say, a built Hamber auto foam prior to contact wash. Looking for very effective but also safe. Thanks. Really enjoy both of you guys. And first fell in love with detailing once I realized detailing made
me love my truck even more, and the bond was stronger.
Exactly.
Can I talk about that second part first? So
Yeah.
once I asked Ivan on a different YouTube video, like, what is it about cars? You know, because we know they're emotional, right? There's not always logic involved when you
Yeah.
get that dream car, or you spend more than you want to do on the car, or whatever, or you spend time cleaning it. There's an emotional tie to it. And I asked you about it, and you said the car kind of symbolizes freedom.
Yes.
And when you're talking about freedom, like, that is a basic human
Desire.
Yeah. Yeah. And when you can enhance that freedom, when you can make that freedom improve
Exactly.
through detail, it's touching into a very human core emotion and desire.
Definitely.
Is that too deep?
No, it's not too deep. But to answer your first question, though, an APC pre-wash is great if you need it. And a lot of times I'll do an APC pre-wash on the front end to get the bugs off. Little, rocker panels, things like that. But you don't necessarily need to do it over the whole vehicle. And we're using an APC, use a quality APC. I know Nick on the Hawk Pro Detailing channel has a few videos on Super Clean. That is not an APC. That is a degreaser. It's made for cleaning engines. Nowhere else.
I made those videos a while ago, probably before I was able to legally drink alcohol. It feels like an eternity ago when I made those, but Super Clean was good to me. You know, they sent me a bunch of free product to try out. And I was like, oh, this is a low priced, degreaser, but over time tastes change. And if it was just about price, I would have kept using it, but I found things that I like better. And so it's not to say anything poorly about them, but it's a product among many. So
exactly.
the
built Hamber auto foam, great product, very popular in the UK. So I don't know if you're watching from the UK. It does work. It's a slightly higher pH. It's not a pH balance. And people get really stressed out about pH balance, especially on a coated car. You put a coating on a car because it's chemically resistant. Doesn't matter what pH it is. If you have a good coating, it can resist up to pH 14. So don't worry about the pH balance part of it. If it's doing
What about pH 15?
pH 15 doesn't exist.
I know.
It's a scale from 0 to 14.
I was just joking with you.
I know.
Well, but people say, oh, that soap or that APC is going to strip my coating. I'm like, if a chemical that is sold by a company in the auto detailing space, if a chemical could strip your coating, that coating ain't good.
Yeah.
Because coatings should need to be polished off with abrasion.
Yeah. We have Ron that his first car was a 1973 Plymouth Satellite Sebring Plus Coupe. That was the year that the Satellite got a little less fun. That was the first big oil crisis. So the year before in 72, you had like big blocks and 500 horsepower and gobs of torque. And then that year you had a 318.
Oh no.
Yeah. But Ron, that being said, my first fun car that I had was an 84 Camaro, and I had fun. It was the V6. It was enough. It was great. And like you say, you drove not so great cars in college.
You'll see the emoji in the chat.
Exactly.
We'll keep it kid friendly tonight in case you're listening with your kids before bed. You know? Did I interrupt you?
No, go ahead,
okay.
Tyler.
So Two-Step Aesthetics said, thank you for answering and the insight. Thanks from Colorado. Hey, Two Steps, where are you at in Colorado? I used to live in Fort Collins.
Yeah.
Moving on. JD.
You missed one. Tyler.
Oh, Tyler. Big fan of ceramic gloss. Great drying aid with Rinseless. I wish you the best luck. Dude, Tyler.
Thank you.
Thank you. Like, anyone who has spent their hard-earned money, like, I'm new to this. Right? Like,
distributing end and manufacturing.
Yeah,
and all that.
like, we have put so much time and love into building this up so far. And anyone out there who supported us, it's like at an emotional level, like true gratitude. So thanks, man. And we believe in the products for sure.
Right.
JD says, can quick beads be used like a wipe on, buff off, or does it have to be rinsed after application?
The answer is yes. You don't need to rinse it after application. And it's actually even more versatile than that. It can be used as a clay loop.
So I think it may be a little confusing. You can rinse it off.
Right?
You can use it on your towel as a drying aid or
Yep,
last step protection product.
exactly.
And you can also use it as your claying. Can you explain the clay and seal process of Quick Beads?
Right. So rinseless wash with the rinseless still on the surface. Then you use the quick beads as an additional clay loop to the rinseless, and it leaves protection behind.
Quick Beads is so versatile. It's
Yeah.
fun and versatile. I think ceramic gloss is awesome. I look at it as like a workhorse for pros. And
Yeah.
we're not marketing to pros. We're not saying this is literally DIY, do it yourself.
Yeah.
But for pros, ceramic gloss gives you so much value in so many cars.
Yeah.
And your car paint is going to be shiny. You're going to get that durability, that gloss, that slickness. Quick Beads is also fun for pros and very quick.
Yeah.
Because what I noticed when you have a wet paint and then you put Quick Beads on, let it dwell 30 seconds, rinse bottom to top to get it spread on the paint.
Yeah.
All exterior surfaces safe on. And then after that, when you dry the panel, it's very slick.
Yeah.
So it's actually an extremely fast way of getting protection on the car. And it's super fun and rewarding to watch it go from a flat panel
Yeah.
to like water beads. And you're going to pick it up from there because I lost my train of thought.
Well, Two-Step Aesthetics. He's in Craig, Colorado, close to Steamboat Springs. I was in Steamboat Springs earlier this year. Great little town. Great detailer there. The name escapes me at the moment. I've known him for only 30 years now. But anyways, great area of the country as well. Cambaro 13, trim restoration products, worth it or just goes back to the dull look? No. DIY detail, get Solution Finish. It is by far the best.
We don't offer a trim restoration product per se. So let's say you don't have Solution Finish in your garage and you'd ordered ceramic gloss or Quick Beads.
Yeah.
You could try some on a towel, on like a fender flare or some trim. See what it looks like. It will often darken up trim.
Right.
But Solution Finish is nothing like it. And I would always say use a panel prep on the trim first.
Yeah.
Before you apply it, and then just be realistic with your expectations, but enjoy what Solution Finish can do for you.
Yeah.
Chris West is an awesome guy.
Yeah,
I
actually
met him
did.
in person, but I'm sure you have.
Yeah, and I did a video on IDS Car Care, so idscarcare.com and their YouTube channel about Solution Finish, actually on the little Fiat that's out there. So great product. And we're starting to get more questions, so we're gonna have to cut down your verbosity there.
Oh, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Juan Martinez, what's up, Juan? Gallon sizes
right.
anytime soon? The answer is yes.
Yes, we're waiting on expletive labels.
We make high quality labels, or we are sourcing high quality labels.
Yeah.
They have to be chemically resistant, so we're not going to say something that looks good and then
It takes time.
2 months from now, it's spilled in your driveway or something, or your garage, and then the label deteriorated. Like, that's not the game we're playing here. Like, we want to make these good from top to bottom. So we're waiting on the right labels for the gallons. And honestly, we weren't planning on doing gallons in many sizes, but so many of you have been asking, like, when are the gallons coming? When are the gallons coming? It's like, all right, like, that's what people want. Let's do it.
And JD, thanks for picking up ceramic gloss and Quick Beads. Tell us how you like it when you get a chance to use it this weekend.
Oh, JD, okay. He asked about Quick Beads.
Yeah, exactly.
And then he said
he's got it already. Great.
Awesome. Okay, so if he had Quick Beads and ceramic gloss, what should he use first? Like, you're going for your weekend wash. You picked up the DIY line. You're like, man, I've seen some stuff about this. Like, I really want to see what it's all about. Which one do you use first?
Do a half and half.
Half and half?
Try it. Yeah.
Here's what I would do if you want to just have fun, right? Because you just got the products. You already paid for them. I would do my traditional wash, whatever that is, if you have incredible suds or if you have your own car wash. So then I would wash the car and then rinse it off. While it's wet, I would use Quick Beads on the panel.
Yeah.
And then rinse it off and get the beading going on. Yeah. Get that slick paint. And then as I dry, I'd use ceramic gloss as my drying aid. Just for fun.
No,
it's not gonna hurt anything.
No, and you will have an incredibly slick paint.
And glossy.
So Cambaro 13, and like the idea on a 1- and 2-step polish, you will explore that. That's great. A 1-step polish is what most, I would say 90% of customers are looking for. Detailers on groups are going to tell you need to do 3-step corrections and wet sand and all that. Most consumers, that's over what they need and what they desire. Chris S. In your testing, what is the durability claims for quick beads and ceramic gloss? I had my wife just put it on order for several products. Can't wait to try them out.
Can I say, first of all, Chris, thank you so much.
Yes.
Like, again, it means so much that you're supporting us. We are in love with this company. We love detailing. Your commitment to the industry is 40 years deep.
Yeah.
And so if you can't tell, the passion is there. It really is. So for you to support us, I mean, it's amazing. All right, you answer the question.
So durability is really dependent, first of all, on preparation. So if you have just polished the surface, paint prepped it, and then you're applying the quick beads or the ceramic gloss, you're going to get 3 months easy, maybe even 6 out of it. If it's a contaminated surface, you just basically washed it, it's sort of washed, and you apply it, you might get a week or 2. So it depends what it's bonding to.
Absolutely.
The next thing is maintenance. Are you driving the car outside through snow, through rain, through whatever your area of the country has to throw at it, or is it garage queen? So all those things will really impact durability. Now, the fun thing about both products is they're inexpensive, they're easy to use, and you can apply them as often as you want. But too much of a good thing can be too much.
There's no way there's such a thing as too much. We chat with the chemist who has formulated the product.
Yeah.
And we've worked, over the course of about a year and a half.
Yeah.
Just really. But Ivan asked this question the other day.
Yeah,
and he's like, let's take it to the extreme.
Right. So someone that's using, let's say, quick beads 2 or 3 times a week. After a month or 2, you might get what looks like streaking a little bit. Or same thing with ceramic gloss. If you're using too much of it, you'll get sort of a streaking effect or a blotchy sort of look. Just dial back. Maybe give it a quick APC wash. It'll bring it back, and you're good to go from there.
Okay, well, let me just say, I wash my car every single week with rinseless wash and ceramic gloss, and I have had none of those issues.
Not yet.
The only issues I have is when I'm driving through the rain, the water beads are amazing on my windshield.
Yeah, and
so I've had no issues at all.
Yeah, and you can't see the road anymore because you're looking at the water beads.
No, I like the windshield wipers. I'm not a hater on the windshield wipers. Okay,
yeah. Tyler.
Tyler says, do you plan to offer polishes, 1-steps?
Yes, actually, we're working on the label for the polish. We have the polish, we have the pads. Actually, no, we don't have the pads yet either. They're coming from Lake Country, but we're working on the labels.
We have the prototype pads. We've been using them though. They may look a little dirty because we've been sort of battle testing these, right?
Yeah.
We've been saying, what can I do to this? How long will this last? How's it going to perform? And we're pretty happy with these.
Exactly.
In fact, these are the pads.
Yeah, this is not just a prototype. They're just going into production. We have Tyler. Oh no, we already answered.
So Tyler, we are offering one polish. It's called the Gold Standard and the Gold Standard waffle pad. So it's going to be the Gold Standard system.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So with that, Lured 58. What manufacturer paints are the hardest to work with, and what are the softest paints to work with as far as manufacturers paint? Thank you. That varies from. One manufacturer can have 2 completely different paints on the same car. We'll take Volkswagen, for example. You buy a Volkswagen made in Germany, Volkswagen made in Mexico, or even better, a GM. Okay. General Motors in one factory might be using paints from BASF. In another factory, they'll be using paints from not 3D.
It's possible that we've been making videos since 8 this morning.
Yeah.
And we're a little bit scattered.
But anyways, one will use from DuPont, one will use from BASF. They're all the same color code. They're all GM cars, but they're very, very different paint. So you can't give a blanket statement as to this one's always hard, this one's always soft.
Although, since I'm a detailer who knows just enough to be dangerous and probably don't have the wisdom that you do, we were polishing on a Subaru today, and I own a Subaru as well. It's kind of soft paint, which is to say, when we say soft paint, hard paint, it really does depend. But soft paint, it's easier to scratch, right? It's easier to see the blemishes or scratches on your paint. It's also easier to polish those scratches out. So it's a two-edged sword, double-edged sword.
Exactly.
And also, I just noticed on this shirt, it says PROGRD.
Pro
so
grade.
The whole idea of pro grade is these are pro grade products. Like Ivan and Nick, product nerds, it's good enough for any detailer out there. but easy to use for the person at home who's.
Yeah.
I don't even, if I was someone, I don't want to be called an enthusiast, you know what I mean? But like, I'm not a pro.
Yeah.
I love cleaning my car. So whatever that,
we are enthusiasts.
we're enthusiasts.
Yeah,
okay.
exactly.
I just don't want enthusiast to sound like, do you ever have someone call you buddy? You're like, don't call me buddy. That's like it's a weird term. I don't
Yeah.
want to call you an enthusiast. Like, whoever you are, you're amazing. You love cleaning your car.
Yeah. Jonathan T.
Nick says, Ivan says, shut up, Nick.
Yeah. Jonathan T. Gentlemen, hello. Well, hello, Jonathan. And Ivan, thanks for the info on surfactant versus polymer rinseless. I tried digging into the SDS sheets, but not being a chemist, I'm just a little confused. Yeah, SDS sheets can be confusing. It doesn't take a PhD to read them, but not far from there. So, but yeah, there's a lot of differences in rinseless. There's a lot of different rinseless washes on the market. They all work. That's the amazing thing. They all work. And choose one you like. We happen to like the DIY rinseless wash, and it's loaded with surfactants and emulsifiers. So a little different.
Yeah, a lot of people want to know, and we're going to do a podcast on this too, but what separates DIY detail rinseless wash from others? And if you're watching and you don't know, Ivan's been teaching rinseless wash since most people were in high school who are on this forum who are now doing this professionally, right? Like 20 years or so, you've been working with rinseless washes.
Yeah.
You're well known in the industry for that. So what makes the DIY detail rinseless wash something that you're proud of?
It's the latest and greatest in chemistry. So it's a new chemistry, and it's going to keep evolving. It's going to get better. And right now I consider
but
it one
people
of the best.
freak out when they're like, but you're going to evolve the product? Like, I don't want it to change.
No.
I always think that when I'm like, well, you're going to keep tweaking the original formula, but what does that mean when
we're
you
going to
say
get
that?
it better? Yeah.
Yeah.
But and to correlate with Jonathan's question, we're going to answer Juan's at the same time. Is it similar to OP Eco Wash? I've not used OP Eco Wash
Owner's
in 2
Pride
years. Yeah.
Eco Wash. Yeah.
What is it? How do you compare it to our rinseless?
I mean, I'm not here to put down any brands at all. I just would say that they're all different. I think compared to any other rinseless wash I've used, and I like OP rinseless wash.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, Owner's Pride. I used to be an Owner's Pride installer in our shop, and so a lot of love to the Owner's Pride team. A lot of friends install for Owner's Pride.
Yeah.
So like,
I was actually with the president of Owner's Pride 2 nights ago having supper with him.
Dan Williams.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and he talks about Owner's Pride Eco Wash all the time.
Yeah.
So much love to all out there. I have not found a rinseless wash that cleans as powerfully as ours does.
Exactly.
And that's the feedback we're getting from people. They're like, we're putting this on our rim faces and it's taking brake dust off. Like,
yeah,
this is a very powerful surfactant heavy rinseless wash. It's
Right.
not your mom's rinseless wash, your
Yeah.
grandma's or whatever. So that's what I would say sets it apart to me.
it's not your uncle's Buick.
As the user, yeah. It's a very powerful rinseless wash, which I like when I'm saying, I'm not going to use a hose today. Like,
Yeah.
is this safe? Right. And it's like, yes, I can literally see it emulsifying the dirt on the paint.
Excellent.
But it does foam at about 4 to 5 ounces in your foam cannon. You can get it to foam, which Owner's Pride Eco Wash does as well. So
Yeah.
it's similar in that way. Both are great products.
Yeah,
Let's
exactly.
just stay like politically neutral and like show love to the rest of the detailing space. There's plenty of cars out there, and we just want to have you like us and trust us.
Yeah.
And let's keep the communication going. So if you have any questions, we'll be here in a year, 2 years, 5 years. We're standing by the product line.
And speaking of liking and trusting, the Sam Squatch. Now, this guy, every single one of our YouTube videos, he has left a comment on, and I would like to personally thank you for that. He's just so enthusiastic about the line, just happy that he's here and enjoying the live as well.
Very grateful for support. It's
Yeah.
hard to believe. It's we've been on YouTube now for a few months. I mean, this whole operation, the train left the station a long time ago, but there's a lot of nerves. Like, we're putting something out there, and it's a team. It's like, you're creating something. This is art. This is something I've never done before.
Yeah.
And so there's like an uncertainty and an anxiety. Like, is this going to connect with people? And
Right.
so everybody who has supported us, written a comment, responded to this YouTube live, ordered a product, like, it means the world. So
Thank you.
anyway, Ivan's like, I've been doing this for a while, Nick.
Yeah. Not
And,
only that, we have to keep up to the questions.
Well, I
was watching the live.
You're watching the live
from the Rad Company earlier today, and it wasn't Levi and Dane that were there. Anthony was there, but they had Next Day Nate and one of the Just Josh that were helping out Anthony because the other guys are on a cruise in Europe somewhere. and they were so behind on the questions, it wasn't even funny. So we'll try to keep up. Two-step athletics. Really appreciate you guys taking the time to do these videos. Always look forward to the next one. Thank you very much. And please leave us comments. We love comments. Are we going to be at SEMA? Well, Mad Wax, Nick will be at SEMA for sure. I'm still working on it. Not sure about my schedule, et cetera, because I'll be actually in Florida at the end of October, and I don't fly anywhere. I drive. So driving from Florida to Vegas, I might miss the first day or two of SEMA if we go.
You know, Ivan's a unique guy. He drives around in a bus.
Yeah.
He's got this mustache. You know, he's got this unique look. There's no one like Ivan LaCroix. But think about what it would actually be like to have your entire house on wheels, like sitting, you know, on the other side of the screen. Like, what is that actually like? You don't have
it's so liberating.
A home, a yard. Like, where do you get mail from? Like, it's liberating, but is it ever like, wow, there's a tornado coming, I don't feel safe in this bus? Or
there's a tornado coming, you start the bus and you drive away.
Yeah.
Anyways, Jonathan T.
Okay,
Ivan,
he's cutting Nick off again.
No, well, you know, we got to keep up. Ivan was the reason I started doing Rinseless 10 years ago. Haven't stopped since and can't wait to try the DIY Rinseless. Thank you, Jonathan. A lot of people share your sentiment that it's my fault that they're using Rinseless. So, but happy you're liking it. And a lot of people do like it because an old friend once told me, and no, it wasn't me. Nick thinks it's me, but looking in the mirror, it wasn't me.
Can I repeat this? I'll mouth it as he says it.
Yeah.
A wise man.
No, there are two types of people: those who use Rinseless and those who haven't tried it.
It's so true.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you're not a total Rinseless washer, it's so nice to know, hey, I could Rinseless wash this today.
Yeah, exactly.
I think honestly, it's like half the time to Rinseless wash.
Yeah.
And one thing that I hadn't heard a lot about Rinseless washing, and you keep reminding us as we do these videos, is when you leave Rinseless wash on the paint after you've washed it, it's actually a safer surface on which to dry the car. So like you foam can it, you rinse it with water. Now it's just water, which is actually a solvent.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
On your paint. And then you're going to go dry it with a towel. That's why you want a drying aid.
Yeah.
But if you have Rinseless after you've done your Rinseless wash with the wash mitt or the sponge,
you have lubrication.
Yeah. So you still could use a drying aid. I would recommend one like ceramic gloss, but
it's fun.
It's fun,
but it's not necessary.
Now, okay, let's say the DIY Rinseless wash dries up on the paint. Do you still have lubrication, or would you need to reactivate it?
It just put a little more on.
Just put a little more on, it reactivates it. Okay,
exactly.
Common sense.
So the Sam Squatch, I will attest that the Rinseless, of course, smells great. Smells like apples, but it's a phenomenal Rinseless. Very safe and very simple to use, but gives great lubrication, and it pairs very well with ceramic gloss. It does.
It's like peanut butter and jelly.
It is. And
Rinseless wash and ceramic gloss. I love ceramic gloss. I don't stop talking about it.
It's almost as if we designed the products to work together.
Fancy that, Ivan.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Juan Martinez, thank you for the input, Maestro. Thank you. And again, thank you for watching, following us on our numerous YouTube channels. Juan Carlos Chenhu, great content, guys. Keep up the good work. How would you chemically decon a ceramic coating if you're limited to using Rinseless in an apartment complex and no flowing water?
That's literally the last video that I did in our long form. We had a tire shine video, but Juan, if you could look in our videos, we've done quite a few shorts lately. Shorts are a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But I did a long content video. I actually live in an apartment complex, and I did how to decontaminate your paint using a Rinseless wash.
Right.
And I'll give you a quick step-by-step here. So I pre-treat, and I have a coated car. In fact, I've coated that thing with probably 10 different coatings over the years.
Yeah, exactly.
I probably tried polishing it off, but didn't, my paint is a very complex subject, but as detailers, they often become the guinea pigs for all of our experiments. Pre-treat with Rinseless.
Yep.
Do a Rinseless wash. And after that, what I did was I sprayed our, iron remover on there. I grabbed the clay towel, which is soaking in my Rinseless wash bucket, a few sprays on the clay towel, and then I clay. So I've got iron contamination now being worked on by our iron remover that I sprayed on the paint. Then I grab my clay towel with iron remover on one side, perforated clay towel, and then I clay the panel. Now, I'm looking at a panel. It's sudsy with the iron remover. It had the Rinseless wash as the sort of foundational lubrication layer.
Yeah.
What do? And then I just grab my sprayer, and I just flood the panel.
Yeah.
And so you just flood the panel after that, and then I like a separate Rinseless wash dunked towel
Yeah.
to just then do a final wipe down. And then I put ceramic gloss on there.
Very good.
Yeah, so it can totally be done. Check that video out. I live in an apartment complex. I have a ceramic coated car, and it's a really safe way to do it.
Yeah. Sam Squatch, down to the question. I'm in Cleveland, Ohio, harsh winters. What do you recommend for undercarriage protection? Well, undercarriage protection, I'm from Quebec, so I know these things. Get a good rust proofing. There are a lot of companies like Z-Bart, as an example. They're professionals. They do what they do well. They do it in rust proofing. It's not necessarily a detailing space sort of thing. Juan Carlos, also greetings from Australia. Cool. And good day, mate.
My first love.
Sorry for the very bad, generalization, stereotype thing there. But anyways,
When I was 19, I fell in love with a girl from Brisbane, Australia. So I think she's my soulmate.
yeah,
But it's okay.
very good.
Everything's fine. That's
Yeah.
all. I only died to
So,
Australia.
You would love to try our products. Any plans on future international distributing and shipping? Yes, we are working on that. It's something that takes time. And if you're a local distributor that you get your detailing products from, ask them for DIY detailing products. You never know. They might, if they want to contact us, we're always open to it.
Yeah, new distributors. So right now we're on IDS Car Care,
Right?
which International Detail Supply.
Right. Exactly.
That's in Florida.
They're based out of Florida.
Then Carzilla in Canada.
Right. So we're getting there. We got
And
two
we have
countries.
active discussions with a few others right now. And
Yeah.
we're just excited. We want people to get these products in their hands. The chemistry is phenomenal. And
Yeah.
it's something that everyone on our team is proud of. Okay.
Thomas Atkinson. Thank you for the great content. I've seen every video. Thank you for helping us. Well, thank you for taking all that time to watch them. We love making these videos. We love doing these live interactions. We're just passionate about what we do. So
Ivan is his own guy. I interrupted you, but like people are like, you guys make a great team. I think somehow my inquisitive nature, former TV news anchor, passionate detailer, and your wisdom, I often play the I don't know anything guy, and then
Yeah.
you're the teacher, but we're both passionate,
Oh,
and
exactly.
so we appreciate everybody. Like,
and he knows his stuff.
I know what I'm doing.
He's playing a role there. First from Puerto Rico. Good evening, gentlemen. Well, good evening to you, and I hope you're staying safe through Fiona.
yeah.
You're with us. And first from Puerto Rico, on many good detailing YouTube channels, he's the first one. I think
It's almost like his name is.
your name is Humberto, but it's almost as if he gets notifications before everyone else.
Wait, do we have a notification bell that folks can click on?
Yes,
they
we
know
do.
When we have a new video. Okay, so click on that, guys. Give this video a like. Do you want us to do more lives, by the way? And does anybody have any technology? Because Ivan and I are often here together, but often he's traveling, and so
Yeah.
we just don't want it to be really poor quality. And,
Yeah, exactly.
Every day I'm learning, and every day we're working to get this channel better. And
So
John's asking some questions.
Yeah. So John Schmidt, I trained him up trained with him at Apex Detail a little while ago. So great,
nice.
great guy. Yeah. Both guys, John and Brian
Yeah.
Spitler. So John Schmidt, I know that you're an advocate of cutting with the DA and polishing with a rotary. When doing enhancement, would you recommend using a rotary? I personally use a rotary. That is my go-to. You can use a rotary or you can use the DA. You'll get similar results. And using a rotary, people are scared of using the rotary. It's a very easy tool to use if you follow a few basic principles. No pressure, low speed, keep your pad flat, and don't use a flat pad.
I mean, the reality is we can talk about the rotary being safe and easy all day long.
Yeah.
But it's not the way that people are learning to polish paint anymore. No. And so it's a subject that is continually asked about.
Yeah.
And my best advice for rotary is just get trained by someone, because it's not going to feel intuitive if you've touched a dual action polisher before it.
Yeah.
Exactly. If it was the only game in town, which it was.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how you learn to polish paint.
Right.
So
JD, is rinseless wash safe to use during winter when cars have salt, grime, etc.? Yes, it is. And sorry, there's a little bug flying around there.
No, that was your conviction. You were like,
yeah,
yes, it is.
Yeah, no, definitely. Rinseless is safe to use at any time of the year. Now, if you're in an area, salt belt, it's horrendous out there, go to one of those coin-op car washers. Don't use their brush, but give it a pre-wash at the coin op, then take it home and finish it in your garage or your driveway.
It's kind of a ninja trick. I like that.
There you go.
This guy has so many tricks. What other crazy? Yeah, you were showing us. There's a little YouTube short we did where Ivan, you said use only rinseless wash and not soap on a soft top convertible.
Right. So on a cloth top, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And then you use like our big drying towel and just pulled it down and it just dried. Like just being in a room with this guy, and that's why you should go get trained by him if he's ever in your area.
Yeah.
It's just like so many wisdom bombs. I'm like, surely I've heard all of these, Ivan.
Yeah.
And then
it's old stuff.
It's called experience.
Yeah.
All right.
The Sam Squatch. The water spot remover can be applied on a dry, cool panel. If you see water spots and rinsed, is it best to do after washing before applying, or
vampire protection?
So reapply protection. Yeah, reapply your protection afterwards.
Auto type.
Yeah. Two-step aesthetics. Ivan, I'd personally like to thank you for all your knowledge. Been following your stuff for years. You have dispelled a lot of myths for me and converted me to Rinseless. Well, again, thanks for taking all this time to watch what I do, watch what we do, watch what Nick has done on Hot Pro Detail. It's just a lot of fun sharing with people, and I learn every day. That's one of the fun things about this industry is you never stop learning.
I mean, I will tell you this because toward the end of my Hawk Pro Detailing channel, over the last couple of years, a lot of things going on in my life, and I had a full-time job and was focusing on the family. So I stepped back from a lot of videos, but I started to step up my interviews of industry leaders.
Yes.
Which I had a lot of fun doing.
Exactly.
Interviewed Mike Phillips at SEMA, and people really loved that video.
Jason Rose.
And one of the things Jason Rose told me from Rupes is he never stops learning. And once you have the pleasure, the honor, the privilege, whatever, to like start meeting people who are excellent in their field, whether it's detailing or something else, you realize some of the best people are the most curious, constant learning. And they're not just like hanging out there. It's like, oh, there's a reason you got to the top of this field.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. And when Jason told me like he's learning every day, and people go to Rupes in Longmont, Colorado to learn from, one of the world's premier experts on polishing, is like, oh, you're learning every day, so I can learn every day. Exactly. So if I don't have the YouTube live stream technology figured out today, I'll figure it out.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know what I mean? And like, so when Ivan's on the road in his bus, like, we're going to get the DSLR and the nice background and the perfect audio. It's just going to take some time.
Right.
And we're starting it out DIY style.
Speaking of which, Humberto, working over 38 years on computers has its advantages. Well, if you can tell us how to do the live stream in 2 separate parts of the country, that'd be great. Sam Scotch, huge shout out to the first from Puerto Rico. I hope you're safe. You are a trooper and always like seeing your comments first. Yeah, definitely. Like I said, any good YouTube channel, he's on it.
Yes, he absolutely is. And I appreciate that. Appreciate that you're on ours as well and always showing support. David asked a good question. Ricciardelli, I don't know how to pronounce that.
Yeah.
When decon with your iron remover and a clay towel, should I use it on the sections that is covered with PPF?
Definitely. Yeah. Our perforated clay towel used with proper lubrication, so rinseless and the iron decon or incredible suds in the iron remover, completely safe on any surface of the vehicle.
I'm going to go grab a couple goodies, some toys. You keep talking.
Okay. So Juan Carlos, thanks, Nick. I'll check out the video. I was just concerned that the clay towel could introduce some marring to the coating, and he's from Brisbane as well. Well, no, a good perforated clay towel like ours, combined with proper lubrication and good technique, which means no pressure, keeping it clean, rotating that towel, you're not going to induce any marring, especially on a coated car. Sam Scotch, your autocorrect is horrible. Don't be sorry for it. It's just part of life. We all know what autocorrect is. It doesn't always correct what it should.
Shall we unbox the clay towel?
Unbox the clay. We're doing an unboxing. Isn't that spectacular? I'm not
ASMR.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
Okay, that's enough of that.
Yeah.
People are gonna want to know about the clay towel. They may know about it, they may not. Let's drop some wisdom on them, Ivan.
So perforated clay towel, first of all, starts with the back of it. It's a diamond weave microfiber towel. The diamond weave holds a lot of liquid. On the front, we have the perforated clay. Perforated clay gives us a few advantages. One is flexibility. So it's going to get in there. It's going to mold itself to the vehicle. Secondly, all these little perforations that you see the red through. Do we see a bit of red in there?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay. So we have all these perforations. If you happen to accidentally put pressure on your towel, the rinseless wash that's in here is going to come through the perforations and provide additional lubrication.
And you leave your rinseless wash bucket on the ground. It's going to have your sponge in there, and you also have the clay towel in there.
Right.
And so you pull it out of the rinseless wash bucket.
Yeah.
It's dripping wet. Do you squeegee it out a little bit?
No.
Or okay, so you've got a dripping wet clay towel, and then you're going to use the iron remover here, a few sprays on the clay towel, and then you do your panel. So it's going to work on the panel.
Yeah.
That's the chemical decon side. And then as it dwells, you're going to come in. So you've got the initial base of the rinseless wash left over.
Right.
So that's lubrication. Then you spray on the iron remover, a few sprays on the towel, and then no pressure.
And anybody who's followed me for years, you know that I have two qualities in life. I'm cheap and I'm lazy. So I don't spray it on the car. I just spray it on the towel for a couple of reasons. First of all, it's probably one of the most expensive chemicals we have. And that's in any line.
Any line.
And it's also the least pleasant smelling chemical that we have. Therefore, you don't necessarily want to be spraying it willy-nilly in the air everywhere. So the least you're spraying, the better it is. And let's catch up here.
Clay towel. I love it. I love this clay towel.
Yeah.
I hope you guys aren't sleeping on the clay towel. Like, it's so awesome. Can I tell you my favorite thing about the clay towel? I leave it in a rinseless wash bucket, kind of in the storage area, and I like use it on my windshield to get bugs off. You guys, it's like it's such a superpower. Like everyone else is driving around and they've got bug guts all over their windshield, and you can do this every single day if you want.
Exactly.
And you get a clear windshield. You just wipe it down with a dry towel, or you can put a spray or two of ceramic gloss on your windshield or on a towel. So boom, rinseless wash, clear the bugs off, wipe it down, and if you do a ceramic gloss on your towel, then it's like Rain-X every day.
Yeah,
you know, it's awesome.
So Juan Martinez, is there a difference between enhancement and one-step polish? The name. That's pretty much it. Yeah.
It gets very confusing because there's this term called AIO, all-in-one polish.
Yeah.
And with those polishes, you're going to make the paint glossy, but you're also working with a product that will fill scratches in and give you a little protection.
Yeah.
Visually, it will fill scratches in.
Yeah.
It's not making them go away. And then it's leaving behind some kind of sealant or wax.
Yeah.
That's an all-in-one.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with a one-step or enhancement polish.
Right. Exactly.
Even though the filling polish may be just one step. You may not have done anything besides that. So did I clear up anything or make it more confusing?
Oh, I think you made it more confusing, but nonetheless.
As I often do. Okay.
No, a one-step polish or a one-step paint enhancement, basically the same thing. Whatever you want to refer to it as, it's the correct term. First from Puerto Rico, I learned from all of you, and we learned from you as well. So that is great. First from Puerto Rico, saying hi to Ron, Ron and Force Induction Drive. Sam Squatch, referring to the clay towel. It is a game changer with the perforations. I also have big hands. It works well. If you're looking for one, this is it. Thank you very much.
You know what? Sam Squatch just asked about any tips for cleaning black upholstered seats. And I have so many ideas because I went to carpet cleaning technician school. It was like a 2-day training, and
we can
talk about we can talk about pH and carpet extraction and hot water extraction. Okay, but work with me here, Ivan. And this is just me freestyling, so you get to rein me in. Okay.
Yeah.
What if I put a microfiber cloth on here with All Clean, our all-purpose cleaner, and like went to town on? Is that a good way to clean cloth? Like I just am thinking about it.
Well, for leather seats, that is my preferred way of cleaning leather.
For leather?
Yeah.
A microfiber on
a microfiber polishing pad. I would never use a microfiber polishing pad on paint. But for polishing aluminum and for cleaning leather seats, it's spectacular. With our interior cleaning protect or the All Clean, but All Clean might be a little aggressive.
We tell you to dilute All Clean. It's on the label.
15 to 1.
15 to 1, 30 to 1 on interiors, but it's ready to use. It's purple. It's ready to use on exterior surfaces in the bottle.
Yeah.
So I just like to get creative with it. That's what's fun about detail. I'm like, ooh, I could use a sander. And what I like about this is it's so portable and light. Unlike, because I know you used to teach using a microfiber pad on a dual action to clean seats. Yeah. Leather seats, right?
Yeah, for leather seats. Now for cloth seats, I use a Rotary and a wool pad to clean the cloth seats. The wool absorbs the moisture. You're left with basically a dry seat and a clean seat, and you haven't made the foam wet below it, so you're not getting wicking.
But this is so lightweight.
It is. Yeah.
I'm going to try this out. Not to be released on a public live podcast. I'm not advocating for it. But what is fun about detailing is you just come up with fun.
Yep.
You think they're ingenious and maybe they're bad. But then you get to try them out and see. Hey, that's what's
It's
fun
all
about
about having fun.
it. All right.
Sam Squatch. Also, Nick, thank you for the bio break and
Oh, BioBreak. BioBreak is a pre-spray.
okay.
It is an alkaline product.
Yeah.
Man, I went deep down the rabbit hole with the chemist, actually. Tom Forsyth with Aramsco. They're in the janitorial carpet cleaning industry. Quick rundown on how to hot water extract upholstery or carpets, and then I'm going to be done. Use usually an alkaline, so a higher pH pre-spray, and then you've got your hot water extractor. And with that, you want an acid or on the other side of the pH scale product inside of that water basin. And it's called an acidic rinse. And so you're trying to rinse everything out of the carpet that started alkaline. And ultimately, you're trying to get everything out of the carpet that you introduced, but you're going to leave something behind. So the idea is whatever you leave behind, you want to leave it in the most pH neutral state you can, closer to 7.
Yeah.
And BioBreak is the pre-spray. Oh, we're talking about cars.
I'm just
Right in
answering
the
the
end.
question.
Okay. The question was, did you wash the dirty red car with Rinseless? Oh, John asked that.
Yeah. So we did half with Rinseless and half with Incredible Suds. So yes, we did wash part of it with Rinseless. And it's actually going to be 2 separate videos released at the same time.
John Wisenant, I'm just trying to get your name pronounced. You were the first paying customer. You were the first person who came through on our website and supported our channel, man. That when I found out and we, figured out it was you, because I looked on our system, I was like, man, it was such a good feeling that you spent your hard-earned money with us to try out our products
and taking a guess.
And the first thing that you said when we reached out is like, dude, this Rinseless is fire, man. This Rinseless is good. Like, it's cleaning. Like, I've tried all the Rinseless products out there, and this is really awesome. So, John, I don't know if you want to comment on that at all, but it's not just us talking, but to get that feedback, like, it's like an artist when they come out with a song or a book, like, is the public going to like it, right? You have that fear. Like, who am I to come out with a product line?
Yeah.
And to hear people loving it. Obviously, Mr. Rinseless over here. We're not messing around. But, okay, coming back to the live stream. Raymond Sabetta says, will you be offering Rotary and DA pads? And are they closed or open sell? Are you coming out with your own pad washer?
No. We are
No.
we are DIY based. And for the professional, yes. And the pad washer, the Lake Country pad washer that's on the market is by far the best. It's like Solution Finish. I normally don't recommend products, especially on my other channel. But Solution Finish and the Lake Country pad washer are 2 products that they have no equivalents. So definitely, no, we're not coming out with one. If we do, it would just be the Lake Country one with our logo on it, like a lot of other companies do, because it's great.
But nothing else in our line is that. Everything's uniquely formulated. The only thing is, and I don't know if he was on the live stream before, we have been working this pad pretty hard, right? We want to test durability. We want to test different situations, pad stall, a lot of polish, not a lot of polish. We have our own system now down with this. But this is what our one pad we're releasing is, again, DIY detail. We want to make this, we want to promote gloss enhancing, one-step polishes that are not going for deep defect removal. They're giving you a shinier surface and a cleaner surface as well if you're going to top it off with a ceramic coating.
Yeah. So David, how to prevent the rust from rotors after washing the car getting all over my freshly washed wheels? Every time I'm cleaning my wheels, I noticed new rust spots all over after driving. That comes down, unfortunately, to your rinsing ability. And the better you can rinse the backside of your wheels, the less chances you have of that. Also, if you have something like a leaf blower, like a master blaster, like a vacuum cleaner that you can blow, or an air compressor, even better, that you can blow those wheels dry, you're going to be blowing back against your suspension, obviously, but you'll get rid of that from happening.
Anybody out there have the master blaster? We're doing videos today, and I haven't had the leaf blower, and I had the master blaster. And first of all, I should have been wearing ear protection. I forgot how
it's a little loud. Yeah,
the master blaster is. One thing about the master blaster, and I know it's like $500 now. It was about $400 when I got on Amazon, but we've had it in our shop for I'm not in the shop daily anymore, but like 3 years.
Oh, it's
and
a
the
beast.
thing will not break.
No,
it
no.
looks like old antiquated technology, a couple switches.
Yeah.
The outside looks all crummy and beat up. But that Master Blaster, it just keeps on keeping on.
Yeah. Well, Jamie's Master Blaster.
Jamie's Master Blaster.
The wheels. He's got no wheels left on it. He just sort of drags it on the ground. And
Oh, at J&G Recon in Salt Lake.
Yeah.
J&G, Shine Guys TV on YouTube, really good friend of ours.
Yeah.
A detailer in Salt Lake. One of the best detailers in the country.
Will our products be available on Amazon? Yes, we're working on that. There's a couple different ways of taking stuff to Amazon. We want to do it the right way, or not necessarily the right way, but we want to do it a way that is going to be good for you as well as for us.
Yeah, we're working on every single day improving this thing from A to Z.
Yeah, exactly.
The products are done. The products are our babies. We've birthed them. We're like very excited about them. But every day we're trying to improve as a company. And so Amazon is on the list for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
First from Puerto Rico, he's waiting for us to be able to distribute in Puerto Rico so he can try our products. Yes, again, we're working on international distribution. We're working on Puerto Rico, all the attached colonies or however you want to say it.
Yeah, man. Our hearts go out to Puerto Rico. I have a good friend.
Yeah.
We've just been chatting about it. So it kind of makes like cleaning cars, like really when so much is going on in the world. But what's also amazing about detailing is when you got a lot of tough stuff going on, you have control over something. You can transform it.
Yeah.
You can make your vehicle look better, and you're going to feel better about that. And that's what we understand, and we know you do too. David Ruggles says, I echo the sentiment on Rinseless. The sentiment, it's the most powerful rinseless I've ever used. Awesome cleaning power. Thank you, David. Like, we believe that. I love hearing it from other people because it just cleans really well. You put it on the paint, and you're watching the dirt go down, and you're like, this is a rinseless wash.
Yeah. David Ruggles is asking, Chris S., what is your preferred applicator for ceramic coatings? I like to use a short nap microfiber with the plastic inside.
We're talking about like a foam block.
Right, a foam
we
block.
Sell those.
Yeah, we have those. The Rack Company has one called the Puck that Levi specifically designed to be comfortable to use. The old style, or I say old style, coatings have only been around for 20 some years, but the hard foam block with the little suede microfiber that you have to try to hold. Never liked those.
I've never liked those.
No.
I kind of like them for like rim faces.
Yeah.
But by the end, you're trying to get all the nooks and crannies, and you've got hopefully a glove on, and then this like thin suede cloth that you're like punching into all these little lug nuts, and I don't know.
Yeah, it's not.
Have you ever used? And I know I'm going off the whatever. Have you ever used a paint gun to apply ceramic coatings on rims and wheels?
Yes. And
is it an efficient way?
No.
This is a pro thing.
Yeah.
Is it an efficient way to coat rims or wheels?
Very inefficient way. You use way too much product and a very unsafe way. Unless you are in a paint booth and you're wearing proper personal protection equipment, don't do it. It's just coatings are not meant to go in the air.
The man has spoken.
Yeah. Stephen, someone may have asked, but will you ever offer the DIY rinseless in a larger sizes? Yes, we're working on gallon labels. We have the gallons, we have the product bottled. We're just waiting on the labels.
I want to try it for my business, and if it works for me, it would be great to buy in 64-ounce jugs. So, Steven, we talk about this a lot, like the soul of our company.
Yeah.
And we really are not trying to market to pros. But the reality is, it says it on here, what's pro grade? It's good enough for you, bro. It really is. Like, it's that good. And so people are asking us for gallons. Again, my favorite products, if I'm a pro out there, the rinseless wash is phenomenal, and the ceramic gloss. I'm talking about like super economical because I've been in the detailing trenches and I know what it takes and what you want to offer to customers and trying to make money. And all of them are work. I mean, incredible suds at 1 ounce in your foam cannon. I mean, you barely need anything. That stuff just cleans and clings. And so you could use them all and love them. What I love, if you're a professional out there, is how clean our labels are. So like, you could have these in your lobby.
Yeah.
And I mean, you give them a ceramic coating, they're about to leave. Well, what do I do with this, right? Like, how do I maintain this? And you literally have like DIY detail lineup. Like, actually, I have a few products that are going to be really awesome for you. And you could sell them the products and you'd be selling them a ton of value too. Ivan's looking. He's looking at the comments.
Yeah, exactly. So Tug is asking, any chance of future local pickups in the Salt Lake City area?
Hey, if you're looking out there, Shad Stoker, I see you at Budco Distributing.
Yeah.
You're my guy, dude. I'm talking to a couple of people locally. Griff's Auto Detailing out of Ogden, great dude, and then Shad Stoker at Budco. Very, very, very long time knowing both those guys. The idea is like these are pro detailing shops, right?
Yeah.
And they sell to the enthusiast. But do you want something that says DIY detail in your pro shop, right? Because then the pro's gonna be like, wait, are you trying to like cut me out or whatever? And so
Yeah.
I think there's like a conversation that we're still having with all of you and with distributors of like, Ivan, and I want you to get to know me as well. And these products are great for pros. They're good enough for you.
Definitely.
But they're awesome for the consumer as well.
Yeah.
So, I think distributors are going to learn more about us and hopefully more pick them up. But if you want product from me, Tug, I have plenty. I'm doing a lot of YouTube videos about it. So just let me know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not exactly an official way to buy product.
No, but anyways,
just send me a message, nick@diydetail.com.
Yeah.
We'll get you taken care of.
Next, Contra Vida.
Okay. Contra Vida. Congrats on the detailing products and more power to both of you. By the way, foaming shampoo is awesome. And also I got the Flex Ice for interior carpet extractor. Awesome, man. Have you tried Incredible Suds? Is that what you're saying? The foaming shampoo is awesome. Yeah, Incredible Suds, if that's what you're talking about. Our car wash shampoo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sam Squatch, I don't know if IDS ships to Puerto Rico. That's a great question. And actually, if someone ships outside, it's probably Carzilla. Carzilla, even though he's in Canada, distributes to the US a lot and internationally. So we might be able to work with Chris at Carzilla with that.
Contra Vida says yes, Incredible Suds. Thank you for the support, brother.
Excellent.
Appreciate you loving that product like we do. This is a great question for Ivan. John.
Well,
says,
actually, Humberto is saying that personal protective equipment must be used for spraying, coating, definitely. So just emphasizing that.
I lived in Germany for a while. Random thing, but they're all about order.
Yes.
Ordnung über alles. Order above everything. So if there's nobody on the roads.
Yeah.
And you're in Germany and there's a red light, people don't cross the crosswalk. Even though there's no one around, they're going to wait for that red light to turn green. So if I miss a comment, Ivan doesn't let me kind of freestyle and act like a human. He's like, we must answer everything. So I appreciate that. None of you will be missed. So let's go back to the...
So, John.
Oh, okay. I get to read this. Yes, I love the Rinseless wash. What's the best way to get blue jean dye off of leather? And thank you again for supporting the Rinseless wash. This is an Ivan question, man, because I want to tell people about the interior ceramic and also the limitations of blue jean transfer. Like once it's there, it may be
dyed, it may be permanent. So blue jean transfer, the best way is to prevent it altogether, and that's using our interior ceramic coating. The way to get it off, first of all, it is a dye, it's an ink, depending if they're black jeans or blue jeans. Some of the black jeans actually use India ink as the colorant. Or
what's India ink?
It's a black ink. It's just called India ink.
Okay.
And once it gets on something, it's not getting off of it.
Yeah.
Put it that way. I like to use, like we mentioned before, DA polisher, microfiber pad, and a cleaner. Sometimes you might need to use an APC. Give that a try.
That's a very aggressive method. Let's bring it back to the DIY.
Well, actually, that's not that aggressive.
Really?
Well, the Rinseless.
Yeah,
okay. If you use the Rinseless first, but you might want to try a small section with APC.
Or like a microfiber towel, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking.
Well, actually, the microfiber pad on the DA is actually gentler than you pressing down on the leather because you're not putting any pressure on.
Because the unevenness of your fingers, you can get so the actual pad rotation.
And all those little fingers on the microfiber pad are getting in and doing their thing. So, we've got some messages to remove here.
We got spammed real hard over.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Question for you, Ivan.
Yeah.
So you've got blue jean transfer on leather. All right. You realize I never, for the rest of the time that I detail cars or have a vehicle, do I ever want this to happen again.
Right.
Interior ceramic comes in a big bottle.
Right.
But you may need to use it on a regular basis if you're trying to stave off any blue jean transfer, because that is the ridiculous thing about this. I've seen these white vegan Tesla seats.
Yeah.
And once the blue jean transfer is on, it's on.
There.
So abrasion is what can break a coating down. I mean, we talked about this the other day with our chemist about how coatings originally started in industrial ways on bridges.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Applied in much thicker ways, but essentially ceramic coating never goes away.
No.
But on automotive paint, it's applied at a much thinner level. It's
and on the interior as well. So
it's leveled, right? But you're not, grinding every day on the side of a bridge. I mean,
no,
what I'm trying to say is abrasion breaks down ceramic coating. Otherwise, they wouldn't go away. And the thing is, with your seat, you're in and out every single day, multiple times. You're sweating. You're moving. You're spilling ketchup.
Every bump you go over, you're moving on the seat.
So it would just take a lot of stewardship of that seat. You know, and realistic expectations. But the interior ceramic's great.
Yeah. What are your products from the line are your favorites?
I like them all. I mean, so I'll tell you without being able to look at them right now or smell them is what I meant. It's been a long day. The smells are amazing.
Yeah.
Like they smell really good. And I don't think that's something you should underestimate.
No. But as far as if you were to say to someone, what one product should you try from our line?
Ceramic gloss.
Ceramic gloss?
Because I'm cheap too. Like you say you're cheap and you're lazy, you're joking around, but everyone is trying to be a steward of their money.
Yeah.
And you don't want to spend your hard-earned money unless you feel like you're going to get value. They're all awesome products. Ceramic gloss, you get so many vehicles out of it. You're looking at these torture tests on YouTube of other detailers who have reviewed the product, and they're just like, all-purpose cleaner, iron remover, all-purpose cleaner, APC wash, blah, blah, blah. And it just keeps beating and beating and beating, and you're like, for $14.99? Like, is this product too good for the price point? So I don't want to belabor the price point or whatever. It's a very, very rich product in terms of value.
Yeah.
So I like ceramic gloss just because it works so well. Like every time you wash it, you can use it as a drying aid. You can go through the car wash and you get those drips at the end. Take a nice plush towel, a little ceramic gloss on it, and wipe them down. You got the shiniest car in the car. To me, it's the money maker if I'm a pro.
Yeah.
And it's also just a great product that I love.
Yeah.
On my own car.
For me, on the exterior of the car, definitely Quick Beads. And even though I'm the Rinseless guy and all that, our Rinseless is spectacular. But Quick Beads is really an interesting technology. So I really like Quick Beads. And on the inside, the ceramic coating. It's a simple to use product that's actually going to provide protection and make your interior, detailing, make your life with your interior a lot easier in the future. So it's a great product. It's not something that's very popular in terms of, we don't have a lot of competition especially in the DIY space. And Nick is taking out all these
inappropriate spam comments.
Or as Humberto says, "Oh no, trolls!"
Yeah.
And our ceramic, to answer, is SiO2 based. So, Diego Rodriguez.
Need some water?
Yeah, I do.
All right. Diego Rodriguez says, "Hi guys, ideas on how to remove yellow road paint from the side of a tire. I've already tried Geon tar and lacquer thinner without any success. Congratulations on the new product." So when it comes to tires, when it comes to road paint on interior carpeted wheel wells, these are jobs that you're going to have to get creative with. Ivan's going to drop some wisdom bombs on you, but I promise you, as you already know, hard work is going to be the variable that will be involved in every solution.
Right.
Because, man, those are hard. When it comes to road paint and tar, those can be very hard jobs. More road paint than tar.
Yeah. So for road paint, there's a couple different strategies. First of all, if your customer, or if it's you, knows where that road paint was picked up, they can contact the municipality, the local government, and find out who the contractor was that put the road paint down. And that contractor should have an antidote for it, first of all. Secondly,
should you say I'm a lawyer and threaten them?
No.
Okay.
That won't work. Trust me.
Should you be a detailer and say that's why you get a ceramic coating, so it's easier to clean? No, he's talking about tire though.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, all right.
And on tires, honestly, just drive it. It's going to come off eventually. The chemicals that you're putting on it are actually damaging your tire more than that road paint is. As far as fender liners go, simply replace them. Detailers will spend hours on the inside of a fender liner for something that's worth $15.
Wait, so how do I get a fender liner replaced? Where would I go for that?
Normally it's like 3 screws and 4 clips.
And then you just order it on Amazon?
Yeah.
Or like, is there a different quality fender liner that
you can go to the dealership? You can go to Amazon. They're generally well under $100, and they're easy to change out.
I still remember where I was the day I tried to get all this paint off of wheel well.
Yeah.
And I had my fancy $1,000 VX5000 steamer and every chemical under the sun, citral degreaser and all that. And I mean, I was damaging like that plastic so much just to get the road. And I thought there has to be a better way than this. Like I
Yeah.
thought, would black spray paint be a better option?
Well,
Honestly,
Learn in 58
or does
is just
duplicate color
suggesting
have-
that. Yeah.
Oh,
The black spray paint, the black spray paint, there we go, will work. But as you're driving down the road, the tires are going to be throwing up all sorts of stuff inside the wheel wells, taking the black spray paint off the road paint. So eventually the road paint's going to come out of those wheel wells as well. You just need to be patient. But on the tires, definitely don't attack them with chemicals, especially tire removers, because those are designed to break down rubber-like products. In other words, they're breaking down your tires.
what do you think the most underrated product in the lineup is?
Underrated product, interior clean and protect.
Yes, absolutely. Because everyone shows love to exteriors because it's so much
Exactly.
fun to watch the exterior of your car. Ivan, you talk about it. I'm going to go grab it.
Okay. And so the interior clean and protect is exactly what the name says. It's a simple product and it works. And by protection, we're not giving you the, for those of us that have been around for a while, the Armor All shine on the interior that was, shinier than my head. And that greasy, glossy sort of look on dashboards that we had in the 70s, early 80s. No, it's not any of that. It's a nice sheen, but it's giving UV protection. It's giving dust repellency as well. So it's got some really great attributes. It's a good cleaner. It's simple and it's safe. A lot of people will use an APC on the interior, and using an APC isn't necessarily the best way of going. For most interior cleaning, I use a rinseless wash, but you can use our interior clean and protect.
This is all off the cuff, guys. This is my little mouse holder. I don't know. I just have a mouse, that clicks. So with interior clean and protect, I wouldn't recommend it. I mean, you could spray willy-nilly on leather. Can you hold this? But I would recommend just spraying it on microfiber towel.
And just do half.
Just half? Okay.
Yeah.
A little 50-50 action. I can get it from here, sir. But it's not just a dressing or something.
No.
It cleans and it leaves behind a nice sheen. And it'll buff down to a less dark product than that. So you're not getting, you probably already said this, the super oily, greasy.
No.
I don't even want to say it, but starts with an A brand.
No, I said Armor All.
Oh, yeah.
Because Armor All, we had the Armor All shine, and that was popular. You wanted your dashboard to be almost dripping wet.
I don't know if you can see the difference, but this is so much cleaner. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a mouse cover, and
Well, if you actually angle it, we might be able to see it.
like an old married couple.
Oh,
Do you
there
see
you
the
go.
line right there?
Yeah.
You see how oily and nasty that is? And this is just a clean mat. But
And clean leather isn't shiny. So it's
That's
something
true.
you need to know.
this may have been the worst product demo in the history of the world. Although I can tell from here.
Yeah. And I'm going to go get something to drink. So I'll be
Okay.
right back.
See how dirty this is, and that's cleaner. Anyway, all right. Where are you guys watching from, by the way? Nick from DIY Detail here, stepping into the host seat, trying to fill some time. So we had somebody suggest recently that we should have a contest to name a product, and I cannot remember what the Oh, so we have a wash sponge, and it's half of what looks to be red and half black. Ivan has designed a black sponge, and many people would know the red sponge from some of Ivan's past history. It certainly looks the same, but it's half black, half red. A lot of folks out there have seen us using it in the videos. That was a prototype. That sponge, which we use for rinseless washing, is going to be ready mid-October on the website. Ivan, I was just saying, someone had recently commented that we should have a contest on naming our wash sponge.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because I was going to say, okay,
that's a
it's
great
called
idea.
the DIY Detail or the DIY Detail wash sponge, but
Yeah.
do you guys have any ideas for it? We're going to maybe continue this conversation. Oh, dude, Diego's watching from Chile. Connecticut is where David's from. Hey, David, what's up, man?
Yeah.
Oh, Nicholas from Hawaii. Never been to Hawaii, have you?
No, I haven't.
Oh, man.
Been
I
all
feel
over
like
the world, but never
all of
been
it.
to Hawaii.
I feel like Hawaii is something that's like, I have no excuse not to have been in Hawaii. But first from Puerto Rico says the UBS.
Yeah.
That's already in existence. I haven't invented that one already.
The Ultra Black Sponge. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, John Schmidt, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you in the next one. Did you mention what? Did you do these ones here while I was gone?
Repaint them, we said. Entertaining the idea. Oh, so Nicholas Uncog says, are you guys entertaining the idea of having your products sold at any retailers?
Actually, they already are. They're being sold by IDS Car Care and Carzilla at the moment. So
And hopefully the future is bright, and
Yeah.
we have possibilities that we don't even know about yet.
right, and if you're a detailer or an enthusiast that likes to deal with a specific retailer, ask them for the product line. They can reach out to us. We're very open to that.
Yeah, if you have any relationship with distributors near you, there's a guy in California I'm talking to. He's been using our products, and he's telling distributors as well, like, hey, I really think you should carry this line up. A lot of big YouTube influencers are talking about them. Ivan has a ton of experience. Nick has Hawk Pro, whatever. See if they might want to carry it, because it's going to get more traction and people are going to start to ask for it. I think if you're first to market, or if you're on the train early, it does you a good service there.
Exactly.
But I am not a distributor, so I may just be speaking out of.
No, you're good.
It's getting a little late. I think I need some water. You just took a water break.
Yeah.
Or what are you drinking? Some Diet Mountain Dew?
Yeah, actually, we'll be taking an end to this tune because we've been an hour and 20 minutes here. So
We've been doing this for 12
we've
hours.
been taking up your time, and thank you for being with us. It's amazing that all these people are joining us and staying with us and asking these questions. It's just it's heartwarming.
It is heartwarming, and it's also crazy to me that the most people that have been watching it all night are on now. You'd think that the audience would wane over time, and I'm like, I don't want to leave now, man. We got like a few dozen people watching. The question that I have for you guys is, like, do you love detailing? Do you like it? What emotionally about detailing works for you? Because we did a podcast about this earlier today.
Yeah.
And me, some days I'm up and I'm down, low energy, trying to, get through the day, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, you talked about me, and what was the question you asked? It's like,
why do you love detailing?
Why do you love detailing? And instantly I was like, I love detailing because of and so it's in me. It's the passion is there. And I'm wondering, does someone out there want to answer, like, what do you love about detailing?
Yeah. So David is asking, should you use your interiors clean and protect after installing the interior ceramic or rinseless? You can use both, and all three are compatible. So the rinseless, for your dashboard, all of that is great. If you have the white vegan leather seats, in the 70s we used to call it vinyl, but nonetheless, I thought white vinyl seats died in the early 70s or mid 70s, but apparently they're back.
They're back.
They're back with a vengeance. But the clean and protect will add to that protection on the seats every time. So sort of a combination, but you can use the clean and protect as much as you want. It's a safe product that's fun to use. Diego Rodriguez, when using a rinseless as a drying aid, what dilution do you suggest? 256 to 1, 4 milliliters to a liter, depending on where you are in the world. You don't need to go stronger than that.
1 ounce per gallon, one capful.
1.5 ounce per gallon.
That's how you know
You're
been a long
tired.
day.
Yeah.
1 ounce to 2 gallons, one capful per
Yes.
gallon.
John, you're asking about Amazon. Yes, we're working with Amazon at the moment to get on their system. So it takes a bit of time.
Steven, I resonated with this, brother. I love detailing because it's my relaxation and therapy. Something soothing about dialing in your car's shine after being stuck at a day job all day. And that's the thing, is like, things may not be going great in your life, or maybe certain things are going well, certain things aren't, but you have control over your car, and you can make that look awesome. And to have that control with your hands, start to finish, transformation, it makes you feel good.
Yeah.
And so I for sure feel that. Yeah.
So Learned 58, therapeutic to me always. Anyways, yes, it is therapeutic. Dustin Williams, ceramic coating applied outside. Yes, you can apply a ceramic coating outside. No problems there. Just be mindful of high spots and make sure your environment is clean.
What if it's super hot, blazing sun?
Shrink your sections down.
Yeah, I always say, if you're working outside, just work, we say 2x2 sections in the detailing space all the time. And then people do 2 doors at a time. But really, you'll get humbled if you don't do it this way.
Yeah.
Work in small sections when the weather conditions feel just bigger than the moment.
Yeah.
Right? It's just like, you can't control Mother Nature. You can't find shade that day.
No.
Just
It may not be the day to do it either.
But you know what? If it's your day and you've been saying, I'm going to do this to my car.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Everything else be damned. Like, I know what that's like. You're going to make it happen, just small section sizes.
And part 2 of this question, top with ceramic gloss afterwards. to protect it from water for the first few days? No, actually, you don't want to do that. So the coating by itself, think of it as when you paint a wall. So you paint a wall and you can touch the wall an hour afterwards. And same with our coating. An hour afterwards, you can get it wet. It's not a big deal. But you
Get it
don't-
wet as in drive through the rain.
Yeah, but you don't want to use chemicals on it. It would be like, again, you painted your wall, it's dry to the touch. Sorry, I pulled the cord with my leg there. It's dry to the touch. That's great. But then you hang a picture on it an hour after you've painted it. A little while later, you take the picture down and you see it. Oh, it's sort of stuck to the wall. It's made a mark. Same thing with the coating. It's formed a crust on the outside. You need to let it cure. And that cure time is about 2 to 3 days. So for the first 2 or 3 days, just leave it be, drive it, enjoy the gloss, enjoy watching the water beads fly off the car.
Yeah, and then maybe you wash the car a week after the first time you coat it. You're fine to put ceramic gloss on as a drying aid, as a topper after that. So we just say use ceramic gloss the first time you wash your car after a coating, but don't wash your car. Recommended, I would say, for a week, but 2 to 3 days. But really, just I would say a week.
Yeah. Oh, hey, we have our trolls back.
Oh, wow.
So
Best adult dating site.
Yeah. So
We sure
Nicholas,
appreciate that.
got a new car last year and went down the rabbit hole of detailing, and now I'm too deep, and it's also very relaxing and rewarding. Yes, it is. That's how
what happened with me.
That's
Is that
how a lot of people start. Yeah.
Yeah, you talked a lot of detail.
Dan Daz, I love that I can bring my job home and still make money on the side. Excellent. Juan Carlos, love detailing because clean glossy car gives me that proud parent feeling that I don't get with my kids.
Get with my. How old are you, Juan? That's hilarious.
Yeah, some days kids are incredible. Some days they're a pain.
I mean, the reality is there's so much in this life that we cannot control.
Yeah,
we cannot control the outcomes. We get so attached to the outcomes, we can't control it. But you know what?
Yeah.
If we know our way around cleaning our car and detailing it, we can control that outcome a good amount of the time, and it's really rewarding.
Ron Ayotte, watching from Marlborough, Massachusetts. Thank you. Detailing is therapy and cheaper than going to a shrink. Yeah, definitely. Or a
Shrink.
Or psychic. Yeah. But anyways, definitely cheaper than that.
And as Billy someone from Green Day said, I went to a shrink to analyze my brain in a song called Basket Case. No, Dookie. Wow, I tried to throw a Green Day reference out there.
You missed it.
Is it Basket Case? Is that the name of the song?
Yeah.
Viewers dropping rapidly. Nick, stop talking. Okay. Green Day Dookie, great album. Went to a shrink to analyze my brain.
So we'll ignore the
what is happening right now? Maybe I need to go to a shrink.
Yeah. So we'll ignore all the other messages there. And Humberto, first from Puerto Rico. I got into detailing because a neighbor who was a retired engineer and always see me wash and wax my cars and always asked me to do his. And he, being a heart patient, did it with my children. So excellent.
That's awesome, man.
And Sam Squatch, I think you've got the ending comment. Thank you both for your time. We'd like to thank everyone for your time. It's been an hour and a half. Some of you have been with us from the beginning of this live feed. So it's incredible that you've stayed this long. We really, really appreciate it. And
I'm just writing a comment. Thank you guys. And
so Dustin, looking forward to trying all the products. Thank you guys. We'd like to thank every single one of you, and we'll see you in the next one.
Okay, I have Nick at DIY-detail.com. If you guys have any other questions, and Ivan tried to do a smooth outro, and I just butchered it. So
a little bit.
Try it again.
Yeah, okay. Well, we've got first from Puerto Rico. Awesomeness and fun watching with you, gentlemen. Sam Squatch, I've been detailing with my dad and grandpa since I was little. Something we did together and just stuck, and then the evolution of the products became more enjoyable. David, thank you. We appreciate it. Two-Step Aesthetics, thank you. Again, to everyone, thank you very much, and we'll see you in the next one.
See you guys.